Hey, Drea.
Hey P, what's up? What's up?
Man, I don't know. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good on this Tuesday. I had off today, so I was able to recharge today. So I'm feeling really good, ready to talk today.
It's a lot of teachers I talk to that need to recharge so early in the school year.
Facts.
A lot of support um, staff, right? I'm recalling back to last year when
Okay.
I was like, it's hard. It's not simple to work with children today.
Nah.
What do you think? This has nothing to do with our topic
Okay.
anyway,
Okay.
right? But what do you think? What do you think is the reason behind that?
I feel like I'm gonna be honest. I feel like since the pandemic, like I feel like the needs of kids have increased, and the pandemic babies, like they really struggling out here in these streets in the school. Academically, behavior wise, kids are just having more needs that need to be met.
Mm-hmm.
And they come to school and we can only do so much. Um, I've just, I feel like this is one of the most challenging beginnings of the school year. I feel like that transition, because I work with ninth and 10th graders, that transition from middle school to high school is really, really rough. So,
Yes, yes.
yeah, it's tough. It's tough out in these streets.
We we try our best to talk about people in a healing, have a healing conversations,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
About the things that might need to change a
Right.
little bit. Today's conversation is about the inner circle,
Okay.
your inner circle, my inner circle, the people that we have around us.
Okay.
What kind of friends are these? What kind of energy do they distribute amongst each other? What kind of behaviors do they exhibit? Right?
Mm.
Um, and if you should disconnect, how do you disconnect? How do you disconnect from a friend that you've had for a long time, even though it's a toxic friendship? Do you just cut them off, or do you have a conversation? Do you want to have a conversation about cutting somebody off?
Hmm. But what about friendships that are not toxic, but you guys are just moving in two different directions? Because that happens too. Sometimes a friendship, it could be solid, but maybe your core values are so different that it's like, what do we have in common? Maybe somebody took a different turn and they think differently and you starting to clash. It's not
Hmm.
toxic, but it's like we not aligned. Like, so I don't even know. Like, I
That's
love you.
that's
That's not.
toxic. That's
No, I think of toxic
is
like
anything bad for you? I'm anything bad for you? Anything. And if you're moving in two different directions and you
that
want to
doesn't
keep
mean it's bad though.
if
'Cause
you're if you're moving in two different directions and you're trying to keep someone that's moving in different directions, isn't that bad for the other person?
okay, I'm gonna give you an
Okay,
example.
go ahead.
So let's think about, and this is really has happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Think about like, say for instance, like I believe in God. I'm a believer. However, I'm not
Spiritual.
super religious. I'm
Spiritual.
spiritual.
Yeah.
So then I have people in my life that are super religious
Okay.
and we
You shouldn't
don't
butt head. They shouldn't butt head because if they're super religious, they will believe that Jesus was humble, that God was humble, and that God brought even the non-believers in with
no,
him.
I hear you,
Right.
but
So you should never be that to the point where you're scaring people off because you want to be super religious. You kind of want to turn your neck the other way and say that you're not really super religious. You just want to have an argument about something.
I feel like I've had situations where we just it's all love, but we just you over here, I'm over here, I see you, we cool. But it's no toxicity. It's just we have different belief systems and I don't want it to be toxic.
Mm.
And we don't seem like we not finding that middle ground.
It's toxic. If I just want people to understand, toxic is anything that's bad for you. You can listen if you're eating a cheeseburger and you're supposed to be on a diet. That's a toxic diet. right? It's not working well for you. It's not going to do any good for you. So if it's not doing any good, it's not giving any good, it's bad for you. And toxic is just bad. It's not about the attitude and the energy and the snack and the neck rolling and the snapping of your fingers and the talk. No, it's bad. Like the way you're behaving, the energy you're giving is not a friend. It's a toxic friend. So I don't want to be around you no more. Right? And I'm not mad at you. Right? Maybe you go to therapy and talk to somebody and just find out what's wrong. I care about you. So let me know how your first therapy session goes. And if you want to talk about it, I give that kind of energy. And can't nobody say I don't, because I've given that kind of energy to my friends. Like, oh, like this sounds like I was dealing with the same thing, bro. Like, so I got a therapist you can hit up and talk to him. You feel me? A black dude. You feel me? He ain't gonna be hard on you. You feel me? But he is gonna give you work to do. See, it's the work you got to do that helps you find the healing parts inside of you.
But some people don't want to do the work.
That's the problem. So if you don't want to do the work, then we can't be friends. So that means what? It's a toxic relationship. Right. Touche. Yeah, touche. I get it. But agree to disagree. I understand. Tonight we are talking about my week was fine.
I was about to actually
I'm sorry.
I was about
sorry.
to actually ask you that because you asked me about how I was doing.
I apologize.
How has your week started? Like, how has it been?
My week has been good. This weekend I spent some time with my daughters.
Okay.
You feel me? Got to see them smile. We went to main event.
Okay, main event is nice.
Expensive.
Definitely, for sure.
Like I never knew. Right, how expensive things were.
It is.
When you quit your job and you're trying to figure out how you making,
Still made it happen.
Yeah, still made it happen, but I'm regretting that right now because I need gas money. You feel me? So it's like
they had a good time though.
Yeah, they had a great time. We had a great time. We hung out. I was only supposed to keep them for Saturday, but then they was like, "Can we spend the night?" I'm like, absolutely. I slept down here. They slept in my room. You feel me? Because my youngest daughter put something in the air conditioner upstairs. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I took her upstairs.
Okay.
And I was cleaning up upstairs.
Okay.
And she was like, "Yay!" So whenever Jordan says "yay," she did something.
Yeah.
And it's not something. It's something that she can't get back.
Okay.
So it's like she put a quarter in the machine and she's like, "Yay!" So she right by the air conditioner. I said, "What you do?" "Huh? I ain't doing. I'm sorry, Daddy." I said, "No, Jordan." Turn on the air conditioner. So you can hear it. Whatever's in there is hitting the fan. It has the fan, hit the fan. So it's just like, all right, that's done. That's a done deal. Right? So I probably got to find somebody. So if anybody knows anybody that fix air conditioners, like take them apart, I got an air conditioner that needs to be taken apart and the piece needs to be removed out, right? So yeah, hit me up, let me know. But I had a great week,
Good.
and I'm just ready to get started, man. Thursday, leaving going to Tampa for the Eagles game. You feel me? Get away for a little bit. You feel me? Rest. Yeah. Listen, you just heard me on the phone with Dante, bro. I'm going to sleep. No, you're not. Yeah, I am. Please, just let me, like Thursday into Friday. I'll see y'all Saturday. We can hang out Saturday and Sunday. Just give me a day. You feel me? Let me sit.
You're gonna enjoy yourself.
I am. I most certainly am. Absolutely. So, are we getting into this topic? Let's get into it. Go ahead. It's your topic.
Okay, so the topic is, what is it? Your friends, like, how do they reflect who you are? So I feel like this is a good topic because it's like, who you hang around, it says a lot about you to me. I feel like alignment is important. How do you feel about alignment in friendships?
I would agree that alignment is important. You feel me? You should want to hang out with people that are doing the things that you are doing. It doesn't make sense to try to force a friendship.
But sometimes we try to force things because of history. And I'm gonna say that sometimes we hold on to relationships, friendships, because it's like, dang, I knew her since I was in first grade and we were childhood friends. Right. And the thing is, it's like, that doesn't mean that person is supposed to be with you for the rest of your life. They might have just been there for part of your journey. So we have to know, like, when it's like, all right, this person is supposed to be a lifetime person or this is a seasonal person. or some people you just be trying to figure it out. You're like, I don't quite know. I don't know if you lifetime. I don't know if you seasonal. I don't even know.
I mean, that time where you can actually judge it and give it an answer will come. I'm gonna tell you that.
Okay.
Right? You just gotta let it go. You feel me? And a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people are asking themselves one question: Is your friendships watering you or draining you? That's real.
That's real.
Right?
Real talk.
Like, a friend should be encouraging. A friend should also be able to hold you accountable.
Absolutely.
A true friend, right, should be aiding, helping, not beating you down, not laughing at jokes, not trying to make you feel bad about yourself, right? When you're trying to find yourself. Now, I get it. I do. I understand, right? Everybody's not in that finding of themselves moment, right? And when you're in that moment, sometimes you gotta, I'm not coming out tonight.
Right.
I'm gonna stay in my space until you find yourself, right?
Facts.
Because you could lose yourself in yourself.
True.
Countless times. You could trip over yourself countless times and be like, all right, I got to figure this out, right? Because
Facts.
I can't keep making this mistake because I can't get over that, whatever's in your way, right? It makes it very difficult. I like friends that challenge me. Like, I don't like friends that just do whatever I want them to do. That's not a friend. That's a plaything.
But it's because of the work that you've done internally. Like, you're not looking for a yes person. And some people, they only want the people around them that's going to condone their foolishness or not call them to the carpet when they doing some fuck shit.
And I get that. I do. A lot of people will say, when I say this, like, I can't pray for peace while entertaining chaos.
That's wow. That's
You feel
real.
me? Like, there's not a moment in my life where I don't remember feeling happy. Yeah, like I was happy when I was selling drugs. I was happy when I was running the street. It was always happy. Now that I'm not running the streets anymore, right? I wanna give positivity. I wanna help, but I'm still a little broken, right? So there's some rough edges. So every time I think I'm dressed, right, in my positive gear, I see a snag in my clothes. You feel me? Because I'm cutting it, right? And I don't want to cut someone else, so I hide that part of myself from other people. I don't expose that part of myself to other people. And people will say, well, you're not really a friend if you're not really ready to share that moment with me. But if I know that moment can hurt you, and I'm praying for peace, but I'm still entertaining chaos, then I'm not right.
True, but this is funny. I had this conversation with someone the other day. If you know that there's parts of you that are not the best, in order to heal from them and to grow from them, I feel like you have to accept them parts and not be afraid to have those parts exposed. Because again, as much therapy as I've done and mindfulness and stuff, I still have some dark parts of me. Everybody does.
I mean, I don't think it's a person that doesn't have dark parts.
But the thing is, it's like, instead of being ashamed of those things now, I just embrace it. Like, this is part of Drea. Like, instead of trying to hide it, this is Drea. This ain't so pretty, but this is Drea. And all these things make Drea. The sunlight, the darkness, and everything in between. And being okay with myself. Once I started being okay with myself, I'm like, it's Drea. Right. Period.
Just take it.
Okay. Or not.
I get that. Listen.
But it takes a level of like, just like, I'm okay with me, all parts of me. And what took me a long time to get there. Very long.
This is say birds of a feather flock together.
Absolutely.
I just haven't. I'm not really looking for anyone like me, but
yeah, you was kind of similar in some ways.
Yeah, we are. You feel me? Like, and that's why we click.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and the very first time we met, you feel me? We clicked.
We clicked. For
now,
sure.
I was going through something, not really understanding what I was going through or how I was feeling, right? But your text that you sent me, you feel me? Kept me up. You feel me? And it made me think about what I was offering or what I was giving and the type of people that I had around me, right? But you understand that, right? Like I said, I don't want yes men. We had a board meeting
Okay.
yesterday. There's no yes men in that room.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
To a point, I have to remind myself that I don't want yes men.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Because listen. You can say you don't want yes men, but until you in a situation right. where you want something to go your way,
right. And
they like no, P, no,
straight face,
no.
I love you though.
No, seriously, no, we're not okay in that.
No, right.
Damn.
Gotta respect it.
But I respect it because they can always hold me accountable, right?
You picked a good team.
Yeah, I think I did, right? And so I had another meeting today with a member, and he's like, "I hope you weren't mad at me last night." I said, "No." I said, "I asked you to come on because you are strategic. I need your strategy, bro. You feel me? Like I need you. Like if you on the board, bro, I need you to come up with the ways the foundation can move. The radio station is for profit. That's something that I can do myself.
Right.
But the nonprofit situation, like, what is it? What is it that you see it? Where do you see it going? Because you're on the board.
Right.
So it's going to go where y'all want it to go. Right. But, I get it. I do. I understand that.
And that says a lot about your growth because you know the type of people like, hey, this might not be a strength, but I know people that have certain strengths that can help me in the areas that I may be a little weak in.
Absolutely.
So that shows your growth.
Yeah, I love people around me that can hold me accountable. I love people around me that can pick me up when I fall. Mm-hmm. And people have been doing that recently. So yeah, major shout out to them. The mirror effect. Have you ever heard of that?
I think so. Can you elaborate?
Right. Your inner circle reflects who you are becoming. If they gossip, slack, or settle, chances are you're picking up those same habits. So looking at someone, right? Looking at your friend, if y'all doing the same things, like I remember coming up, all my homies, everybody that I hung with, we all smoked. Now it was different degrees of smoking, what you were smoking on, right?
Right.
I had friends that smoked wet. I had friends that didn't.
Right.
I had friends that smoked L. I had friends that didn't. I was in the middle because I smoked all three of them. You feel me? So it's like, oh yeah, I'm not. I hang with you, and I hang with you, but I got homies over here that like these 3-time losers. So we gonna do that over here, right? So, that was a mirror effect, right? Because I could see myself in all of them, right? But there was just one particular group that I like to hang out with. And then after we did that, we did crazy stuff. You feel me? Like now I understand through going to therapy, I was suicidal, bro. Wow. Like literally trying to kill myself. Wow. Like the things that I was doing, the things that I wanted to be done, the things that I wanted, where I wanted to go, the places I was, like, damn. The things that I did. So the mirror effect was real for me, right? And then when I removed myself, now I'm a radio station owner. I don't see too many radio station owners, right? So, I can't go back down the line and try to find these. So I'm up here. So I have to start moving like I'm up here.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's hard to do because
circle change.
Then I walk into these rooms and it's not that I don't trust nobody. I just know, like, when you really bang with somebody, you talk to them. There's not a deep conversation. I'm not having deep conversations when I walk into these rooms. I'm having surface level conversations, which says there's something under the table. And I don't like for things to be under the table. I like for everything that we're dealing with to be on the table, because I could be under the table too, but you don't want me under the table. Right. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just that mirror effect works for me. And talking when I go to Philly, I have no problem. Linfest Institute, I love the people up there. I love everything that they're doing, right? I love going up there, right? So, because I could talk to people that are doing the same thing that I'm doing down here, right? And it's hard to find people like that. So the mirror effect is a big one for me. Now, my friends were Eagle fans. Oh, I can hang out with Eagle fans all day. So I'm trying to find those things that just mirror and show me the same reflection that I'm looking at.
And I feel like that mirror effect, it goes with what I'm going to say, because I feel like the inner work you do, it impacts the people that you attract or not attract. Like, because if you're looking for a certain crowd and you're like, I'm not getting that crowd, you might have to look at yourself and be like, why I'm not attracting that crowd? Why I'm attracting the opposite? You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not even trying to make this about a relationship, but I'm just going to say this. I feel like my guy reflects who I am, but it's healed version of me
Mhm.
versus the toxic person I used to be.
Mhm.
But if I didn't do any work, I probably wouldn't be with him.
No,
I'm gonna be honest.
No, you wouldn't.
So
You probably would have met him, but I don't like him.
yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
pretty much.
You
He might not have liked me either. So yeah.
I think it's a different level of acceptance of a person, right? Because you absorb their energy, right? And I know this for a fact, right? Because I've tried to absorb other people's energies before, right? And it's cool in the first 3 months. Like, y'all be cool, right? And then after that, it's like, I got to get to work. I done sat here and played and joked and laughed and we done had fun. But now I got to go work because I got to make more money so we can spend money again. You feel me? Because
Right.
money don't just come in from playing games, right? So, like, it's like, damn. Nah, she didn't respect that. She didn't understand that. And it's like, okay, all right, I get that you don't understand that. I'm going to go over here and you go do your thing. It's painful to see, right? A relationship deteriorate because of her not wanting to absorb your energies to change and be better and to give more and to do more and to see more and to be in different places. But it's also, I want to say it's relieving to cut that off, right? Because you're purging. You're not purging, but you're giving energy to something that isn't really giving it back. So it's sucking the life out of you.
Right.
And that's not healthy.
It goes back to having those core values. I'm not saying that all your friends are going to have everything in common or your partner's going to have everything in common.
No.
But y'all got to have some major things in common.
Absolutely. Like, when I was hustling, you had to hustle. When I was out there doing dumb stuff, you had to be willing to do the dumb stuff. It didn't work if you weren't willing. What you mean? Why you keep talking about why I'm doing it? Because what? Huh? Right? It doesn't make sense, right? I'm not going to, and I had friends that weren't hustling, you feel me? And they told me about myself, and I stopped hanging with them. I stopped being around them. I pushed away from them. Then I had friends that didn't have girlfriends. I had a live-in girlfriend at the time, so I wanted to be closer to her. I wanted to be around her. Then I had niggas that was using me. I had people that was lying to me. You feel me? Like, so, once you realize who you're around and you're able to take stock in their character.
Facts.
Character plays a big role in your friends, bro.
True that.
And when you're not looking for character, then you'll accept anything. Literally. Comfort versus growth. Are you keeping people around because it's comfortable or because they push you to grow?
Are you asking me that?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I would say people push me to grow, and then I think I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm stuck in the middle. I'm gonna be real. There's some people that's pushing me to grow, and some people I'm just like, I'm not sure. I gotta be real. I can't be lying on there. People, I'm like, I'm not sure.
And you're gonna have friends like that, right? You're gonna have people that you're not sure about, but the longer you're not sure, eventually it'll play itself out the way it's supposed to. And you don't rush nothing. Every fall, leaves fall from a tree. Every spring, they grow new leaves.
Facts.
Right? So, either people are there for a purpose, a reason, or a season. You feel me? If they're there for a purpose, it's a friendship that'll never go anywhere. Right. You feel me? If they're there for a season, they'll fall off. Yeah, you feel me?
When they were supposed to.
And if they're there for a reason, that'll be exposed as well, right? The reason you are here. Because everybody has a reason. They either love you, they either like you, they either want what you have, they want what you got, they want what you're doing, they want to see how they can do it themselves. Thanks. But you have to accept that, right? That's the universe. So I know I do. I don't have no problem with nobody coming around me and not really being a friend.
What?
I don't.
But you got one of those personalities like.
I'm not bothered.
Everywhere you go.
I'm not bothered by that.
Everybody, you like the people's champ. You more, you social.
I'm social when I have to be, right? And then, when we get in a room, because I could play stupid. I could play dumb. I'm very good at playing dumb.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen that side.
I know you haven't. If I can't do anything, I can play stupid. Because, see, you don't expect anything from stupid people. You can say whatever you want around the stupid people. You can't figure out how to do that. Yeah, thank you. You expose yourself. Now, once you expose yourself and I start acting like I don't want to be around you, that's because you said something you shouldn't have said, right? So,
Ain't nothing about you stupid, so I can't see you playing stupid because ain't nothing about you stupid.
yeah, everybody doesn't understand that. Right. See, some people that want to sound smart, they want to be smart. When you're smart, people don't do everything around you.
Touche, you're right.
You know, when you're dumb, oh, they do everything. And they show you everything. When they think you're stupid, oh yeah. So I like it. I don't have a problem with it. I know who I am. I know what I love to do. And I continue to do that. Right. So accountability check. A strong circle corrects you. We were just talking about that earlier. They don't just clap for you. Who's holding you accountable when you drift off track?
I definitely have people that hold me accountable. Friends, family.
Right. Right. Do you have a problem with being held accountable?
No, not at all.
Why don't you have a problem with being held accountable?
Because I used to have a hard time with being held accountable, and it caused me a lot of problems. So I had to change.
You had to change.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with changing.
Yeah.
Listen, for anybody out there that's watching this podcast right now, I want you to understand there is nothing wrong with changing your life. Anybody out there that's listening to this podcast, I want you to understand there's nothing wrong with changing your life. I changed. Right? I changed 3 times. I went from being a nerd to being a drug dealer, from being a drug dealer to being a hope dealer. Right? You know, and that's all I want to be. That's all I want to give.
The hope dealer and a purpose pusher.
Right. I understand what life is about. We were talking earlier before the show started. We were talking about I wasn't raised in survival. Like I truly do not understand how to survive. When I'm put in a position where survival is put first, you could tell because you're like, yo, Pete, what is you thinking about? I'm moving things in my brain, moving this over there, moving that over there. I'm playing Tetris in my mind, trying to figure out, cha-ching, how do I get to the gold mine? You feel me? Like,
right.
and people, you know, even in that survival, it's not really survival. You feel me? Because it's still love. I'm still loving on everybody around me. I just need a couple minutes.
Right.
You feel me? To figure this out, right? Then once you give me these couple minutes and you allow me to figure it out, now if you never allow me to figure it out by coming to me and disrupting me, then we'll stay in this zone that we're in right now, right? But if you give me a couple minutes, if you give me a few, I promise you I'm gonna come back with a plan. Are you with me?
Right.
And if you with me, it's over. We're gonna do it. But things happen. So for me, I wasn't raised in survival mode.
Okay.
All love from everybody. Everybody that was around me. So I give love without a problem because it was in abundance, right? I didn't come from scarcity.
And that's why you were able to give love freely.
Right. Doesn't hurt me. Doesn't hurt somebody to give love, to share love, to give somebody encouraging words, to pat them on the back, to give them a hug and really mean it, to really uplift them. Why does that hurt you? Seriously.
I mean, some people just don't have the capacity because of their limited love. They didn't get it, so they don't know how to give it. So, you know, I always be on the show. I'll be like, people's capacity determines how they move with you. I've been saying that for several months.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I get that. And I get because, you know, it was just given so freely. To me, it's not. It's like, why don't you know how to do that? Right? You didn't get anybody that came around me from 1990. I'm gonna say 1992, the year my father passed away. Okay. 1992 until 2005.
Okay.
Right, and that's when my grandma passed away.
Okay.
Got love. The way it was given to me, abundant. All my friends, all my homies, even people that didn't really like me. You feel me? It didn't like the fact that I was outside in the street and man, you doing all that? Your grandma love you like that? Like my grandma used to drop me off at high school, bro, and she would yell out the way, "I love you."
Oh.
No, I didn't like that at first. because I knew what was going to happen when I got into school. Somebody was going, oh, your grandma love you, huh? Yeah, your grandma doesn't? You feel me? Like, I don't understand. What's the problem? I had love. I was given love. It was poured into my cup. So now when I'm out here in the street and I'm telling people, yo, man, you can do whatever you want to do. Like, you can focus, man. You smart, man. What you doing? What's going on? They didn't get it. They was probably told they was stupid. You dummy. You feel me? I never heard that.
And when you say things, it's genuine. Because I can tell, like, somebody give you a hug and you be like, this, you could have just kept that hug to yourself.
Right.
That
You ain't really
fake.
want to touch me.
Right, yeah.
Right.
But I've never got that from you at all.
Right.
From the first time I met you, you was always very welcoming.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm like that with everybody, bro.
That's a gift because I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet, but I'm working on that.
My cousin always said, like, I didn't have the heart to be a drug dealer. He's like, you can't give this shit away.
Wow.
Like, you're giving it away. Like, you know, you go into a house, you feel sorry for somebody, and if they tell you they want to quit, you erase their number out your phone and you don't answer, they call no more.
Wow.
Well, they're calling you because they didn't quit, dummy. But if you're over there, they quit to me. Once you tell me you're done, you're done. That's not the type of drug dealer I wanted to be.
Right.
I don't want to push it on you.
Right.
Like, you're coming to me because you want it.
Right.
You can afford it.
Right.
The moment you say you can't afford it anymore, it's like, oh no, you don't need it. If I see your kids, I remember one year I was down on 3rd Street and a lady came with all her kids' Christmas gifts.
Oh my God.
Unwrapped.
Oh my God.
You know how long it took me to follow this lady home after I gave her what she wanted? She went to the crack house, she did her thing, she was in there. She got in the car with somebody else, went somewhere else. I'm watching her, following her. Finally, when she go in the house, it was like 10 o'clock in the morning. I was out all fucking night.
Wow.
10 o'clock in the fucking morning. She didn't come out, so I said, this must be her house. So I go knock on the door. Open the door, a little girl, crying. Crying. And she said, I said, yeah, I just saw somebody down the street. They had a bag, you feel me? And I just thought maybe this was y'all stuff, you feel me? I brought it back. I gave that lady almost a ball game, right? 3.5 grams, right? For all the stuff in the bag. And I gave it back to her kids. So I told my cousin the next day. He said, why the hell?
How you do that for?
What was in there? I said, it was wasn't a Super Nintendo. It was the next thing up. It might have been a PlayStation.
Okay.
Might have been a PlayStation. Some dolls. You feel me? Like some clothes. It was like their Christmas.
Wow.
And she came to the door and she saw me and she put her head back. And she was like, I said, I don't know where the stuff came from. You feel me? I guess it's yours. Is it yours? She's like, yes, my kids just woke up and somebody came in through the window. She came outside and she came up to the car. She said, why'd you do that? I said, I don't take things away from children. Right? And if I didn't buy it from you, other people would have bought it from you. Your kids wouldn't have had no Christmas. The look on their face is enough for me. Right? But you got to really get some help.
Wow.
Right? And she did. And she moved away.
Wow.
And I don't really talk about this situation, right? Because it reminds me of how my cousin was right when he said, yeah, you don't have a heart for this, cuz.
So that means even in your days when you were doing bad things, your core was always good. Despite some of your bad choices, your core was always good.
So the only reason why I was out there is because I had to make money.
Right.
You feel me? Like,
right.
And I never had a problem with getting a job.
Right.
I always got a job. But getting off, I remember working for the bank. Coming home and had my check. I just earned, I'm still going to school. I'm in school. I just got a check. Got a check for $1,200. $1,200 in my hand. Walk up to my cousin. Yeah, got my check. He's like, yeah, I've been out here. His not like this.
He like, damn.
I said, well, look, take this and give me what you got, right?
right.
And that's how we started. That's how it all got started. And that was everything. And like when you think about life and you think about your direction that you're going, you really got to look at your circle. Right? Because I could have made friends with people at the bank. They wanted to be cool with me, but no. I wanted to hang around my family. I wanted to hang around my cousin. You feel me? And that was a windy road, bro. You feel me? So just look at your circle and ask yourself, are you hanging out with people because they fit you, or are you doing something that you just want to do, right? And if you're saying that, then you need to sit down for a couple seconds, right? And really analyze who you are, what you're made up of, how you love, how you share, how you give, and how you accept disappointment. And then you'll figure out, the type of people you should be around.
That's real too. And I want to say this: you don't want to be the best person in your circle.
Mm-mm.
Don't want to.
No, it's time to move. New circle.
That's not. No, you don't want to be the best. You want to be around people that you can learn from, that you can grow from. Like, in people, I feel like if you're not secure within yourself, you may only feel comfortable with people that you feel that you're smarter than, that you have more than.
Yes.
But I feel like that's not how you grow. You grow from like being able to be around, different type of people.
Mm-hmm. Are you uplifting your circle? If you are uplifting your circle and getting your circle to think about doing new things, move. You feel me?
Right.
Move. Like, don't be scared to walk into a new room. You're at a crossroad in your life where you need to choose a road.
Facts.
And you gotta leave the room that you're in right now. And don't be scared to walk into the new room. There's new people in there. It's new. That was my thing. I was scared. And I was 4 years, or 3 years as a radio station owner. I was hired by the district attorney's office. I was scared. First of all, how are my people going to accept me being that I work for the DA?
Wow.
How are they going to view me? Second of all, how is the DA going to view me? Because I love my people so much. Like, I don't want to go in the room and forget about the people that are behind. I'm walking into this room to leave this fucking door open. You opened it for me. That was the wrong thing. My dad always told me, whenever you walk in the room, you leave the door open. You never shut it. See, the people in the room when the door's shut. You're in there now.
But that's one thing I could say I admire about you. You can mix and mingle with the people in the hood, the corporate people, and everybody in between. Right. Everybody don't have that ability. You can connect with people from all over.
You need people that can walk into the room and so Gio, my man Gio used to say, he walk in the room, he owns the room, right? Mm-hmm. And I admire him for that. You feel me? That's my brother. No, I don't need to own the room. You feel me? I need to walk around and see who's in the room, right? So I understand how the room works.
Gotcha.
So I got to study the room, and that's one thing I've never had a problem with doing. So my cousin used to call it algebra. You do your algebra? I got to study. I got to figure out the ups and downs of this block, this neighborhood, or how people buy, or why people come. You feel me? Then if he got me doing my algebra on somebody else, I got to study when he come in the house, when he leave, when he come home, right? I got to watch all that. And he's like, as long as you can do your algebra, you'll be fine.
Wow.
And it didn't really click when he said it, and it clicks now. You feel me? Like years later, but it's like, wow, he wasn't lying. Okay. All right, cuz, thank you for that. That I do my algebra. Absolutely, every day before I wake up.
That's awesome.
Your friends, your inner circles, the people that are closest to you are your decision. Don't allow nobody to stand around you that's not uplifting you or moving for you. And don't let nobody stand around you if it's just about money.
True.
Tell them to go. So unpack that, man. This audience reflection. I'm gonna ask the people out there, who in your life adds real value and who only brings drama. It's not hard to tell.
True.
That's something who always calls you with an issue? And who calls you to uplift you? And if you don't have anybody calling to uplift you, then it's time for you to leave the room. It's a reason.
And you have to think about the people that are only attached to you because they want to be in the know of what's going on in your life. But they don't really have any real value in your life, but they just nosy. Some people just want to be attached to you, but they don't really like you. You have to be very aware. Some people be like monitoring spirits. They just want to be in the know, but they don't even like you like that. And those are the worst type of people to have around you, for sure.
It's really our circle Is it really our circle, or is it the strength that we have to not follow? If you think about it, a circle is not about fitting. I am a firm believer that you're a leader or a follower. I've hung around many people, and my decisions never came from who they were, and I've seen some things.
Hmm.
Before you can be a leader, you have to be a follower,
I was about to say that. That's crazy.
right? Um, but before you're a follower, you have to know what you want to be,
Hmm.
right? So, some people follow and then change and then shift and then move, right? But can you really look at yourself and say you were a leader? Because every leader follows somebody. There's not a leader out here that's leading on their own, right? If you're a part of a group, right? You're leading, you're following somebody. You could be a leader inside of being a part of that group, right?
If you're a leader, you're supposed to be of service to others.
Right.
So
At all
at all
times.
times, yep.
At all times. But that was from Aisha Staples. Hey.
Hey.
Um, one thing is it's just it's hard. If your inner circle were put on display today, would you be proud?
Absolutely.
I would too. I would too. When I think about my inner circle, I would absolutely be proud. Because it's all my kids.
Mhm.
Do you have people around you who actually want to see you win?
Yes.
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 Yeah, I'll agree with that too. I'll agree with that too. Um, so we do the journal prompt at the end of the show, but I have four ways you can figure out whether your inner circle is good, right?
Okay.
Um, Asking these questions: how does your circle reflect your mindset and habits? Right, these are questions that you should always be asking.
Okay.
And we talked about it earlier. We was talking about the mirror.
Yeah.
Right, your inner circle is like a mirror. What you attract, what you project.
Right.
If you're disciplined, motivated, and focused, chances are your circles carry that same trait.
True that.
Right, so that's what you. If negativity, gossip, or laziness are common in your group, it's a reflection of where your mindset might be slipping.
Mm.
Not saying that's where you are.
Right.
We're saying that's what you're slipping into.
Gotcha.
Right. Habits are contagious.
Mm.
Right?
Facts.
And can we say that, like, and really mean that? Like,
Yes.
habits are contagious,
Yeah.
right? So start holding yourself accountable to the habits that you do that are good for you.
And if you
So
want
that
to change bad habits, it
right,
starts with a shift in your
mental,
mindset.
mental,
Your mindset. It
mental,
starts in your head first.
mental.
before you- Yep. For sure.
Um, if your people normalize late nights, procrastination, or poor decisions, you're likely to follow. Same goes for positive habits like reading, planning, or working out.
Hmm.
My father always used to say, piss poor, proper planning prevents piss poor performance.
That's facts.
And I was like, I ain't got time to be planning. But now I'm planning every day,
Mm.
right? So once you grow up, you realize what you should be doing. It was probably already given to you by the elders. You
Facts.
just ignored
Facts.
it, right?
Better late than never.
If you want to change your life, sometimes, occasionally, it starts with changing your circle.
Sometimes. And sometimes it starts with the mindset first, which might make you change your circle. You know what I'm saying?
What's the difference between comfort and growth in friendships? Answer that for me.
I'm trying to think. So comfort and friendship. I feel like when you kind of just coasting, you don't challenge each other. It's just like, you're in this friendship, but it's just coasting.
Hmm.
There's no challenges. It's no growth. We just here. It's almost like being in a relationship where you like, we in this relationship, but what is we doing? Like, we just here, you know? And
Why is that? Because comfort feels good.
sometimes we just get lazy, too. Sometimes we just get lazy.
It's people who let you stay the same, no questions asked, right? Not asking no questions. I'm not worried about anything. And you saying in a relationship, well, if you're still giving him some, it's a good relationship to him. He's still getting some. You feel me? But if you're challenging him every day to think, get him on his feet and encouraging him and telling him how great he is, and he's uncomfortable with that, then he doesn't like growth, because growth is uncomfortable.
Oh, very true.
Growth has never been comfortable for
Facts.
anyone.
Facts.
Right? And I have a saying, how you feeling? I'm feeling good, man. I'm growing. Right? I used to say I'm staying out of the way. Now I say I'm growing. Right? And I understand I'm supposed to be uncomfortable. Nobody said, I never spoke to anybody and they ever told me it was easy. If it's easy, it's because their grandfather or their father did it for them. He did the growth for them. Right?
That's
And
real.
we don't have those luxuries of having people to grow for us.
Right? Right.
And they leave something for us where we don't have to grow from the ground. A lot of us are planted in soil. A lot of us are seeds. And if you don't hear what I'm saying, if you can't make it make sense, a lot of us are seeds for our children. Like, we won't never see the seed bloom, right?
That's real.
But if we allow our children to be a part of our journey and our growth, and let them see the painful things that we have to deal with, and we talk to them, and when it blooms, it'll be a tree for them, right? It's a saying. I can't. If grandfather crawled, then dad walk, and son drives, right? But if father doesn't teach son how granddaddy walked, if he don't teach him, you understand what I'm saying? Then by the time they get to great grandson's crawling all over again.
Damn.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's real.
That's real. You feel me? So, you have to pay attention to what you're showing your children and teaching them and pull them in. Not with anger, not with hostility, not with frustration. Now, if you have to discipline them, that's different. But when you're bringing them in, bro, I didn't force my children to do any of that stuff.
Really?
No. I never wanted to force any of my kids. This is what I want to do. I'm not doing this so, they see it. Jordan comes in here every day and hits the buttons. She just hits the buttons. You feel me? But she finds joy in it, right? So I'm like, I might get her a little DJ joint. You feel me? She be up here, listen to the music.
That'd be cool.
Right. So I'm just thinking about ways to interact with her during the day, right? And my other children are like, no, I want to be on your video. You feel me?
They were natural.
They do it. No problem. No problem, right? So they said, Dad, we see you. I said, what I say? If you woke up breathing, you woke up. And they already knew it. I didn't have to teach them. I had to do anything, right? They was ready to go.
Those seeds are that you planting those seeds.
Right. My seed is already planted. Yeah. Right? And growth, I understand growth is uncomfortable. Growth is one of the hardest things a person has to do if you've ever made money. If you've ever had money in your hand, because I can't go back to that. I can't go back to the easy way of making money, right? So I gotta grind for this. I gotta show and prove. I gotta show up every day. I gotta be consistent. I gotta give effort. I gotta inspire other people to do the same thing, right? That's how you know it's working, when other people are doing exactly what you're doing. Now I don't have to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't have to be out there. I don't have to do all that stuff. So, you can't tell me it don't work. I see it, and you don't gotta give me credit.
I see the growth.
I understand it. I understand it. Not being able to be told anything, just being, that's growth. Yeah, I get that. Comfort circles might ride with you, right? They might ride with you, but they never push you beyond your current level.
Yeah, you're not going to get to the next level with people just
riding. Mm-hmm. Growth circles may frustrate you in the moment, but they're the ones who celebrate your evolution.
Facts. And when you evolve, you have to be okay with letting people some people you're going to leave behind.
Right.
It's going to hurt your soul sometimes, but got to keep it moving.
Comfort definitely equals dependency. I get that, right? You're comfortable, so why I got to move?
Right.
Why I got to do anything?
Right.
Like you you said you love me, and that's what I was given, so that's all I'm going to ever give is what you're getting.
Right.
Dependency. Growth requires friction.
Hell yeah.
Real friends aren't afraid to make you uncomfortable if it means you'll grow.
I'm that friend. Sometimes I'll probably be a pain in people's asses, but yep, for sure.
Comfort keeps you company. Growth prepares you for your destiny.
Facts.
I like that.
You dropping bars and gems today.
Yeah. We've had some time between shows.
Mm-hmm.
You were sick.
Yeah. And
dealing with your things, and it's a lot of thought on your topics, right? You sent me this topic, so and I would love to memorize everything, but I can't. I got so much stuff in my head.
But you flowing.
I got so much stuff in my head. It's crazy. Why is accountability the ultimate sign of love?
Because somebody, they hold you accountable. They don't want you to be like stuck. They want you to be the best version of yourself. So they're going to challenge you to be the best version of yourself. So that means sometimes calling you to the carpet, sometimes making you uncomfortable, sometimes making you look at yourself in the mirror, the things that you don't want to see.
I was told accountability is me picking fights with people.
What? You be picking fights?
I be holding people accountable.
That's not picking fights.
That's what they told me. But anyway, accountability is someone saying, I love you enough not to let you sabotage yourself.
Facts.
Accountability that comes from someone that you love, bro, is not to fight. It's to grow. It's to help you grow. It's to let you see who you can be. I can't tell you who you could be if you don't believe me. And I can't pull you. Listen, I can lead you to water, but I can't force you to drink.
Facts.
And it's just like, oh, man. I think about accountability. I think about all the times I've said something to someone and they didn't really listen to me. Then they come back around.
What do you say when they come back around?
I told you. Why? What I'm supposed to say?
Sometimes you don't even have to do that.
Shit. You need to know I told you. I told you. I did not tell you, dumbass. I told you not to go. I told you. You ain't listen. Now, if you don't want to say I was right, that's cool. There's going to come a time again where you're going to have to listen again.
That's true.
So if I don't tell you I told you, and you come back in here and I just accept you back in, then who's losing? Me.
That's true.
Because I keep telling you, you keep not listening.
But at some point, you got to be like,
I'm
not going to keep on saying the same thing.
I won't be at the spot they come to and see me. It's time for me to go.
Right.
Because you're not listening. I don't like hanging around friends that can't listen, bro. And it's not because I need yes men. I really need you to listen to what I'm saying.
Right.
I got more experience in this than you.
Facts.
And if you're not going to listen to me, then go ahead, do your thing. Yeah, go do your thing. Go struggle on your own. Right? Because I can do bad by myself.
True that.
I don't want to be doing worse with you. Doesn't make sense.
You said the whole word.
Doesn't make sense. It's easy to cheer for you when you're right. It's real love to correct you when you're wrong. You agree with that?
Yeah. Correction is love.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need that tough love. Everything ain't going to be all soft and warm.
I didn't realize that until I was locked up. And I realized what my dad was trying to tell me when I was 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7.
Did you going to count down?
6, right? I mean, I think about the things that he used to do, the love that he showed me, right? I think about that every day. Like, yo, I got to do a better job at giving that kind of love to my children, right? I got to do a better job of being a better representative for him, right? Because my kids never met him. Right. So when I tell you about my father, I show you pictures of my dad. You feel me? I tell you what he did, what he was able to accomplish. It'll make you want to do more, because it's a story of inspiration, right? How somebody from, and he didn't come from a poor family. It wasn't poor in Haiti, right? This is why he got the opportunity to come here.
Do you think you're going to find out more about your roots in Haiti? Like, is that something that interests you?
No,
No,
mm-mm.
no.
I'm not cool with uncovering anybody's stories.
Hmm.
If it's let it go.
Let it go.
Yeah, just remember what you remember, right, and keep it
Okay.
moving.
I respect that.
I'm cool with writing my story. I don't mind going to Haiti,
Okay.
right, but I don't have to discover, where my dad was and
Right,
all
right,
that
right,
other
right.
stuff. You feel me? I just see the things that are in Haiti and talk to the people that might remember and different things like
Definitely
that.
have his smile from the pictures.
Right, right.
Definitely got his
Oh,
smile.
thank you, thank you. My teeth gonna fall out soon. So
Don't say that.
accountability builds trust, and know your circle has your best interest, even if the truth stings.
I agree. The truth sometimes is going to sting.
I mean, truth hurts. Ain't that the saying? Don't they say that?
Yeah, yeah.
So, what's the problem with accepting truth?
It's no problem for me.
It's no problem for me, and it shouldn't be a problem for anyone. But for the people that it is a problem, if you can't accept the truth and you don't want someone to tell you the truth, you want them to keep on lying to you.
When I'm going to say my little bars, you can't heal what you don't reveal. Bars.
Without accountability, loyalty can become enabling.
Because people be loyal to some bullshit.
Mm.
Listen, that's a whole nother topic. Loyal to some bullshit.
My mom told me that. Like, seriously. She's like, I love you. I've always loved you. Did I think you would stay with the radio station? No. Because you love money. You've always loved money. You've always loved being able to provide for others. And I knew that the radio station wouldn't allow you to do that. So I didn't think you would stay with it. This was the night before she passed away.
Wow.
The people that were around you before when you were hustling, they were enabling you to continue going because it was beneficial to them. Right? I'm going to enable you to keep on going because I want to hold you accountable to the things that you say in your lives when you go live, on your shows. Don't stop what you're doing.
Wow.
I see it. I've seen it. I've seen the change in our community because of it. And I know it's not just you. You'll never accept, and that's another thing, right, that I love about you. You'll never accept even what you know you deserve. You feel me? Like, keep doing what you're doing. And I'm going to help you. I'm like, Mom, I don't need your help. Right? You're helping me enough, right, by talking to me.
I don't want to get emotional, but I think about, like, you came to do a show right after she passed.
Right.
The amount of strength. I was like, you got on a podcast my first time, me and you talking about, and Mike is saying condolences, and I'm like, what? And you talking about, I'm like, you here today?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, I'd have been balled up in the corner, like, somewhere, and I was just like, wow.
So when my dad died, I was 12. I didn't cry at the funeral. Like, I didn't cry. I didn't cry for 5 days after. 5 days after my dad's funeral, and I couldn't move. Like, I was sick in the bed, throwing up, sick. And I like to blame it on my cousin's smoked chicken, but I think that was more me realizing what was really happening. And the same thing for my mom. I couldn't cry at that time. I couldn't stop moving because my kids were dependent on me. You feel me? Like, they were hurting. My oldest kids were hurting. You feel me? Zaria and Janai and Journey, they were hurting. You feel me? So I had to hold them up and tell them, listen, it'll never be the same. Right? It'll never go back to how it was. But we'll learn to get through this together. Like, I love you. Right? Wow. And it's hard when you're a parent. Then I had to think about my mom when my father died. Like, how did she hold me up?
Right.
She tried her best, but she was hurting. You feel me? Like, she just lost her partner at 37 years old, bro.
Very young.
Somebody that you're expecting to be with you. Shit, I'm 45. I'm not old.
Right, that's not old.
The fuck?
You know, I went home after that show and I cried. I cried for you. I didn't know you from a can
Right.
of fucking paint, but I could feel the heaviness. And that's what made me reach out to you. Like, I didn't know you from a can of paint, but I felt the heaviness. And I remember us talking about on this show, men not having safe spaces.
Right.
I went home and cried. I'm so sensitive.
Right,
but I
right.
remember that like yesterday.
Yeah, I do too. That was a turning point, right? Everything that happened in that week, it showed me the support that I had, the family that I had, the people that I had close to me. You feel me? Like and also new friends. You feel me? New relationships were able to be forged inside of that situation. So, like I said, like it's not. I don't think. Yes, my mom's not here anymore. Yes, I miss her very much, but I know she's happy because she's with my father. So she spent 32 more years on this earth without him. We argued left and right because I wanted her to get up and do more. You feel me? But that last conversation I had with her, like that's what I needed to hear. That she was proud of me, that I changed my life, that I got things, I put it back together. Not got it back together, but I was able to put the puzzle back together to show a different picture, right? Because it was like I had the picture done, I was going to show him, then I dropped it, right? And then over the last 7 years, I've been putting those pieces back together, but missing other pieces, like not paying attention to the bigger piece or the face piece. And then to put it together, but still be missing a couple pieces, and for my mom to put those pieces onto the board and say, here's your picture.
I want to remind you of something you may not remember. I remember, I don't know if it was after the show or on the show, you had a bracelet, and it had different crystals on there. And I was like, do you know what those crystals are? He was like, no, I think you said it was your mom's. Yep. And I was like, you know, those are like, those crystals of protection. Right. And your face was just like, what? Yep. Yep. You know, I'll be noticing everything. Right. And we really connected that day. I remember. Yeah.
I appreciate that. I do. And that's why we're here now. And that's why we're having uncomfortable conversations, right? And, you know, listen, these conversations, they're like almost like therapy for me, right? Because I'm understanding how I could have been a better friend to people, right? How I could have held them accountable a little bit more, or how people could have held me accountable and been a better friend to me. Right. But like I said, from that conversation with my mom at that moment, right? That was something that she told me, and I hold all of my friends to that same.
That healed a piece of you too.
It did.
Part of you.
Absolutely. It healed and it broke it, right? Because that next morning, she was gone. Yeah. Right, gone. Like, and she wasn't sick. You feel me? Yeah, she had a pacemaker. Okay. She had a pacemaker in, right? So she realized something happened. She called the ambulance. Wow. Like, she called the ambulance, and they couldn't get in the building. Jesus. Which is crazy.
That is crazy.
For a senior citizen, you know, that the ambulance can't get in the building. That it should be open for them.
Right.
Have somebody watching the camera that can open the but you didn't want to pay somebody to come in. You were trying to keep things cheap. So ambulance couldn't get in. Nurse went upstairs. My mom died with the phone in her hand.
What?
Yeah. With her mouth open.
Jeez.
Sitting in a chair. I see that. Right? So I let my sister handle all that legal stuff. She can get them. You feel me? Like, right. I'm focused on the radio. But it fucks with me. Because it's like, damn, if the ambulance would have made it upstairs, then my mom would still be here. Because the pacemaker, it makes your heart go back to the regular beat.
Wow.
Right? So it was in. So it's just, all right.
Wow, we just got deep. I don't know how we got on this.
Yeah, we got on this because we were talking about accountability, and that's one thing my mom said, right? If they can't hold you accountable, they don't truly love you. They just love what you do for them. If they can't tell you about yourself, if they can't get you to stand up, they don't really love you. They just love what you do for them. And boy, I don't have too much of that. But and last but not least, man, you think that you can treat your relationships like you treat your bank account?
Kinda. You gotta deposit. You gotta
Withdraw,
withdraw.
and you have to audit.
Yeah, that'd be great.
How can you audit your circle and protect your energy?
You gotta look up your lineup and see like who is pouring into you, who is draining you, and make moves accordingly.
Do they inspire me?
Yeah.
Do they drain me?
Mm-hmm.
Do they hold me accountable?
Mm-hmm.
Do they believe in my vision?
That last one, believe in my vision. That's a whole nother topic right there.
Protect your energy by setting boundaries, limiting time with those who only bring drama or negativity. That's something that you have to do. I know, like she might be the girl that always get the party going. She come over, she always thinking like it might. Yeah, but she always bring the bullshit. Like she don't come in here without the bullshit. It follows her.
We don't need the bullshit.
We don't need the bullshit, right? And it's cool. Like, or just call her, say, listen, I gotta focus. I gotta. I'll see you the third Saturday of every month. I mean, like, say, make it for me. And you just hang out with her that third Saturday, understanding that the bullshit's gonna come, but you don't. It's not everyday bullshit.
But sometimes people romantically and platonically have shit on them that when you fuck with them, that shit will transfer to you.
I've never
experienced that.
I've never experienced that.
Man,
Why?
listen.
Why?
Listen.
I feel like I'm a different shape.
Okay.
I'm obtuse to bullshit.
Okay.
To your bullshit.
Okay.
I could be obtuse to that
All
shit.
right.
You feel me? Like I just keep floating.
Okay.
Now
Well, I'm glad.
my bullshit. You feel me? I try to keep it in. That's why I say I'm obtuse. So I might have that little stick up. I might be a circle, but I poke up right there. You feel me? So it stays right there, right? I'm not a normal shape. That's what obtuse means, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Okay. Like a strange shape,
Yeah,
right?
strange, yeah.
Okay. So protect your boundaries, bro. Make room for new connections by being intentional. Right? Join spaces, events, or groups where people are doing what you aspire to do.
Yep.
You can't want new doing the old.
Facts.
You can't see new doing the old.
True.
So you have to do something new if you want to see new. You have to go somewhere new if you want to be new. Like we can't sit around the same people and think that it's just gonna magically happen.
But realize you can always reinvent yourself. If you don't like something about yourself, you can reinvent yourself. You can change your circle. You can,
Quick.
Yeah.
Easy. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's not about cutting everyone off. It's about aligning your circle with your purpose.
Facts.
I'm auditing right now.
Okay.
I'm under an audit.
I hope I make the cut. I'm gonna make the cut. I'm gonna make the cut.
If you're talking to me right now, you definitely made the cut. The things that are important and the things that are semi-important, I'm putting them in categories.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that are just out of my reach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to lie to anybody or hurt anybody. So it's like, what do I want to see? What do I want to give? And if you haven't heard from me in a while, then you take it how you want to take it.
Okay. Okay.
Literally. All right. So how do you think about this podcast? How do we do? Did we do a good job?
Good, you know. I think we did good. I feel like, the conversations just be flowing, We get a little deep on this podcast, And that's all good.
I get deep.
I get deep too. I be burying my soul.
I'll be up in this joint crying.
Man, I'm glad that you feel comfortable doing that. It's cleansing. It's therapeutic for the soul.
Yeah,
people be thinking I'm gonna have you up here crying and stuff.
It's crazy because I wasn't ever a crier.
Wow.
Right. It's just things be hitting me a little deeper than other podcasts. I ain't crying at all. I'm usually laughing and joking.
Right.
But I've learned that this podcast was a little bit dearer. Right? Uncomfortable conversations is something that I've always wanted to be able to have.
Okay.
Right. About these topics with my partner, with the person that I'm with. Like, how do we view each other? How do we see each other? What do we want from each other? You feel me? I've asked these questions, and then my laziness, because I don't get the answers that I want. And we had this conversation before. Like I said, vagina can make a nigga stay or some shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and if it's cool, then all right, whatever. It don't even matter. What I want really doesn't matter, because what I want ain't gonna get me no vagina.
Yeah, we had that conversation.
So no. Like, what you mean? Like, no, like, and it. But once you value yourself, your energy, and the things that you see, you can make better decisions.
Thanks.
And you got to break away. You got to have some freedom. So, thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity to be on this
Absolutely.
platform.
And in the podcast. You're not going to end the podcast?
Oh, my bad. Thank you guys for tuning in today for another podcast, Uncomfortable Conversations with Uncle P and Andrea B. I hope you guys enjoyed. See y'all next week.
That's not how she going to end the podcast, bro.
What am I supposed to say?
What you say every week.
Oh, you can't heal what you don't reveal, y'all.
That's the Uncomfortable Conversation, man. I want y'all to have a great week. Again, see you next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, what we talking about? You don't know? See? Oh, man. Anyway. They're her ideas. They're her topics, and we're gonna dissect them, and we're gonna break them down. I want everybody to have a good weekend. I want everybody to be safe. Go Birds. Peace.